and actually the last recording what Cockatoo do. See me, him actually do it from the hospital bed, on him phone, voice noting and send to me, and in the studio we go do that.
Yeah?
You see me? Him voice note that way, and him never even have the rhythm, because we never met no rhythm yet. You know, I just a voice note for him saying, and make sure I say, Spragga, do the thing.
Yeah.
So that one there, one of the biggest collaborations to me upon the album. But we also have new artists like a girl from St. Lucia named Ashley Skerritt, where, you know, she's a good talent. I'm have to have my Red Square group on it, Briggy Benz, Bitter So Sicka, you know, and Carlos Riley, as I said. So now we make the remix album, and we have the guests who I tell you before, like Bugle, like Sean Paul, like Iwayne. You know, Sizzla Kalonji was already there, where one of my favorite artists, same way. And just, it's a product that LMR Productions did total production on it. You know, it's a youth where I really rate coming up from, like, it's Carlisle schoolmate, so like my son in a way, and I'm proud to see, happy to see him do some of the productions like the Cranium, nobody enough, you know, so, you know, and from them days, Jericho with Iniko, him, you know, deep in the production and that, so him same one I did the whole production of this album, so that's something where I'm really happy about the completion of it, and happy say, yo, we'll even find another energy for push it even further with the remixes, you know, so. Yeah.
Well, nice. It's good to hear those things. Like
yeah, man. Yeah, man. Music come love, you know.
Nice. Yeah. So it's where now in terms of consumption, in terms of, is it out now officially? Yeah,
it's officially out now. The original version, and we put it out. And honestly, probably our most successful project so far, even though it's not from a major label or nothing, but when you do your own thing, you kind of see it in a different light. So it is out now, and it's doing good, and we want more support for it as well, and we want you to tune in to the remix of it as well too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
These songs definitely are songs that I'm intending to promote as a new, kind of the new sound of Spragga Benz.
Yes.
If you want to call it
Next
that.
level.
Yeah, you see it. Yeah, the new sound of Spragga.
That's good. The new sound of Spragga.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what it is. Okay, so we're going to leave the stage right now for you to perform.
Whoa, whoa. Yeah. So it's like the matrix of confusion. Life's an illusion. I know that if we should just take some time and slow down the flow now, stop crowding our minds, that's killing us. I'm telling you, no lie. Let's talk about manners. Some say what that, all them know what just dollars. Love take pics and a pose just for others. Take time split, find me somebody for follow. Serious thing, make joke if you wanna. Life is a gift and so if you honor. Don't know yourself, yet you're searching for commas. Whole thing bananas. Well, I nah restrain, nah refrain. No, I speak my truth plain, cause who's saying they will hear me out. Right now I'm calling your name. Yo, I put my trust in a Jah, and that a me link. So nothing a fraud, and nothing a jinx. From me drop on my card, so what that me a fling. Inna the back of me yard, but pan top of me thing. From me young of it hard, go pan track and a sing. Cap a lot of awards, pan top as a king. Me no follow no fad, because that happening. No, me do my own thing. When listening, time I lace. Me run my race, come my endeavor is to try and make change. Well, I might wait, but time will never. So me move with a pace, not a moment to waste. Forward ever, cause the youths in a state where them have to start learn to love one another. So I know that if we should just take some time and slow down the flow now, stop crowding our minds, that's killing us. I'm telling you, no lie. No lie.
Let's talk about manners. Some say what that, all them know what just dollars. Love take pics and a post just a others. Take time school, find somebody fi follow. Serious thing, make joke if you wanna. Life is a gift and so it for honor. Don't know yourself yet you're searching for commas. The whole thing bananas. So I know it's strange.
Yeah. No. Sin.
Yeah.
That's it. You get it. You just got it. The big track from the great Spraga.
The new sound of Spraga.
Okay, the new sound. Yeah. So you're very fortunate to get it first. So what do you tell them about now?
Right now, I tell them to get the rest of the album, you know?
Yes.
It's like that, a whole heap of different energies, not just a straight hardcore, but we're not straight too far from the core. And if you are in Florida, don't miss the concert.
The upcoming concert. So when are you going to be in Jamaica?
I just said the thing named The Journey to Kingston.
Journey to Kingston. It must come to Kingston.
Exactly.
Okay, but you have
just like a minibus, you know, pick up.
Date not established yet?
Forward. No, we're not set the date set.
All right.
But,
well,
you know,
we'll wait. We'll wait. Because we look forward to that performance. It's been a while, sir.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
All right, so Kingston, look out. Spraga Benz is coming your way soon.
Soon.
Yes, yes. And with that, this is where we say so long, Winford Williams, on behalf of all of us. Thanking you for joining us. Do join us again next week for more on stage. Bless you.
Rastafari.
Yeah.
Whoa, whoa. Yeah. It's a different energy, you know? So it's like a matrix of confusion. Life's an illusion. But sing again. I know that if we should just take some time and slow down the flow now, stop crowding our minds. That's killing us. I'm telling you, no lie. Yo, let's talk about manners. Some say what that, and then no one does dollars. Love take pics and a post just a others. Take time school, find somebody to follow. Serious thing, make joke if you wanna. Life is a gift and so it's an honor. You don't know yourself, you're searching for commas. The whole thing bananas. So set, you know?
I'm Curlin Brown. Let's continue to inspire Jamaica. And of course, where else will you see it? CVM TV, of course.
Tune in to Lead Story, weekdays at 6 p.m. Hosted by Jody Ann Quarry.
Start your journey with a Jane Bank Small Business Loan with small business loans with as little as $10,000 and up to $4 million.
The time is 8:30.
Yeah, you hear me? All right, very good evening to you and welcome to the final of the KSAFA Championship. And there you see both teams going through the motions and just before kickoff time. My name is Orville Higgins, working out tonight with Kimani O'Sullivan as we are about to start the championship final with Brownstown taking on Seaview Gardens. Mr. Kimani O'Sullivan, sir, how are you doing and what kind of game can we expect tonight?
I tell you what, Orville, I'm doing well and I'm expecting these two teams to live up to their billing, seeing that this is the final of the KSAFA Championship, as you mentioned. Contrasting styles, if each semi-final is anything to go by, but of course styles make fights also in football, not just boxing. And as you can see, the Constant Spring field is packed, jam-packed with fans, and they came here to see their team come out on top. Some of the neutrals will definitely enjoy an encounter like this, but for us, we get to tell the stories.
Yeah, we do. The viewers can see a glimpse of Constant Spring there as the game is about to start. Lights at Constant Spring, never the greatest, but you can see already that it's a packed crowd.
As one might expect, given what's at stake here, of course, these teams want to take that next step to eventually, possibly one day, continue dreaming of getting to the Jamaica Premier League. And this is a step in the right direction to achieve that. So there's so much at stake here, and we're just about ready to get underway.
Yeah, we're just about to go underway. Let me give you the two teams as we are about to start. Brownstown playing in white, and their team, let me just run through that for you. The main Francis is the man in goal. Carl Campbell, Tyree Brown, Ryan Brown, Markland Gracie, Nataf Tomlinson, Chenreese Calder, Alandra Marsden, David Ryman, Damian Worms, and Romario Kelly, as they've won for themselves a free kick here. That's Brownstown, and it's Chenreese Calder who is standing up over it to take. I'll give you the Seaview Gardens team in a bit. Let's see what Calder makes of this. Well, that one was well defended, but he gets the ricochet. And it's Brownstown who will try to start another attack.
Yeah, Calder, he's a creative player by trade. As Seaview here, that looks like a foul. Nothing doing, says the referee. But Calder will be one of the creative hubs for this Brownstown team, as he was in that semi-final against, of course, the team they defeated here in front of their home crowd, Constant Spring. Right. And he's a danger man for them, so they'll be looking to him to cause a few issues for the Seaview Gardens setup.
Noel Walker with the free kick for Seaview Gardens, as we will run through their team in a bit. Walker gets the ball trying to find his teammate Calfani Brown. Brown in a little tussle close to the corner flag loses the throw, which will go in Brownstown's favour. The Seaview Gardens team, Gary Hamilton in goal, Patrick Richards, Javed Green, Malik Massas, Shamala Graham, and Romario Watson, Noel Walker, Zenard Street, Lincoln Castle, Ian Macias, and Calfani Brown complete the Seaview Gardens lineup.
Want to watch Calfani Brown, of course, he's their number 10. You don't get that jersey by chance, Orville. Not sure if you ever worn number 10 in your time.
Wasn't good enough.
But I can tell you what, Calfani Brown, he's good enough. And they'll be looking to him to offset Calder on the other side of the field.
0-0 the scoreline. We've played by my watch just about 2 minutes, and it's the final Brownstown versus Seaview Gardens in the KSAFA final. It's Brownstown in possession. That one is looped up to the top, and Alandra Marsden couldn't quite control. Ball booted into touch. It's going to be a throw for Seaview Gardens well inside the road.
Yeah, this one is going to be nip and tuck. It's going to be a battle of attrition, a war of attrition, given the styles of these two teams. As I mentioned earlier, it's going to be a huge battle in that midfield, but where I think both teams will be getting joy is down the wings, especially for Brownstown. They have a big target up front in the form of Kelly, who got that goal, that all-important goal against Constant Spring. So look for Brownstown to swing a few crosses, early crosses into the box for Kelly to feed on.
Calder, as you said, already looking to dictate the pace. His pass up front forced a free kick. So already you can look out for the number 7, who is the one pulling all the strings, as Brownstown wins for themselves a free kick in the wide right position. They'll want to loop this one inside the box. This is already what? 1, 2, 3, 4 white shirts to aim at. And let's see what comes of this, one of the first really promising move now. Poor free kick.
Yeah, not the delivery you want from a Brownstown perspective. Here's Calder though, looking back post.
Yeah, and that time around it's Marsden who was trying to get to it, couldn't do so. And Seaview Gardens will come away with the throw. Well, apparently there was the ball had gone before that, and the referee has signaled for a goal kick then to the Seaview Gardens team.
Yeah, and we can look out for a hybrid pressing style by this Brownstown team. Of course, coach.
That was a poor effort.
Yeah, it was. But Coach Donovan Loftus, as I was saying, he mentioned on Fan Central, speaking to you, Orville, about him believing that his defense doesn't start with the back line.
Yeah, he says everybody defends. But it's a threatening move. Oh, whistle on the play as Calfani Brown was trying to just sneak away from the middle of the park, but was checked by a free kick. Referee just having a little talk with one or two of the CVO Gardens players. It's another free kick, but Brownstone has started quite sprightly here, Kimani.
Yeah, they have, and similar to what they did against Constant Spring in that semi-final, they are a team who likes to start rather quickly, pressure the opponent's box. Again, I mentioned that big target they have in the form of Kelly. And they have Calder, who is good at delivery, and we have a stoppage here.
Yeah, it looks like the goalkeeper at the CVO Gardens is down. Gary Hamilton looks to be, I don't know if you could be getting cramps at this early stage, and both teams taking the opportunity to get some instructions from their coaching staff. But yeah, looks like the CVO Gardens coach, the CVO Gardens goalkeeper has gone down pretty early in the piece here, Kimani, as we see treatment being offered.
Yeah, one might deduce, maybe Coach Lance Da Costa wanted to get a few ideas and get a wording with his team, seeing that they were under the cosh. That could have been tactical. That's a big assumption on my end, but given the fact that it's a final, you can't rule it out.
Yeah, he went down without pressure very early on in the piece by my watch, just about 6 minutes played. And doesn't look the worse for Weir at his end. But let's see, here is Calder with a free kick. Long floated ball up towards the box. Onto the back post and cleared away. That was a nice little touch there by Malik Massas, the number 8, who just swung it to the right, but then losing that. Here's Calder up front towards Kelly. Here's a chance. Oh, it's still a chance. And the Damian Worms was the one who got that left-footed effort. Just a volley there towards the back post. Didn't quite wrap his boot around it. And now here's Calder, very involved. He goes evil, he basically stops. He basically engineered the foul that time around. He made the referee know. But here's a chance to look at that volley by Worms on the replay. Referee having a little chat again with at least one CVO Gardens player. And again, Calder is the man with the free kick. As you said here, Kimani, he is the one that looks to be the man who's going to be pulling all the strings. He received this floated free kick inside and no, straight to the goalkeeper.
Yeah, of course you want your most creative player on set piece duties. Brownstown is a team that loves to attack. They employ a direct style of play. Long balls forward, I mentioned about Kelly. But of course, Coach Loftus also made mention on Fan Central, speaking to you, Orville, about his counter-pressing and his desire to win the ball high up the pitch to create transition threats.
Yeah, that's Da Costa, the coach there of CVO, not happy with something.
Makes me feel that goalkeeper going down was tactical, maybe.
Yeah. There is Loftus, the coach of Brownstown, looking for him. Relatively calm. Look at the massive crowd that we have there, packed in to the rafters here at Constant Spring. Standing room only. I was at the semi-final with Brownstown versus Constant Spring, Kimani, and I can tell you, there wasn't any seat left in the house.
Yeah, one might expect that given these two teams and the crowds that they garner, the support. Many of these fans are hungry to see their teams where they believe they should be, at the pinnacle of Jamaican football. So they're watching with much expectancy here tonight.
Yeah, he's a coach, Acosta. What on can you read lips?
Not the best, but one thing's for sure, as a former player of Seaview Gardens, he knows exactly what's at stake here, and he's trying to get that across to his players.
We'll be getting to see the action pretty soon. We're just working out some teething pains until we get things properly sorted out.
Yeah, and Lance Lacosta, I mean, assistant coach at Tivoli Gardens High, working with Christopher Nicholas.
We'll take a look at that volley by Damian Worms in just a bit, as our production department tries to cue that up. I can only tell you about the crowd at the moment, which is, like I said, a well-attended affair.
I wonder what it would be like if Constant Spring had made the final Orville. They probably would have to get a few cheers.
Maybe they'd have to do this at another venue. Again, we're just seeing shots of the crowd as opposed to action on the field. Jamaicans of all walk and description, and even the young ones are there as well.
Lovers of football, lovers of their team.
I'm not sure what's happening here, guys, because we're supposed to be seeing some football. Clearly there's some issues going on, and we apologize for that. It's all happening, but we're not quite sure what is happening, and we know that you are at home must be quite frustrated as well. Coach Acosta, not sure what he's seeing or what he's telling his players, but he doesn't look particularly happy.
Yeah, he's barking instructions non-stop. I can just imagine being a left-sided player playing for this Seaview Gardens team here. I'm sure you're getting an earful, but that can help you.
Yeah, seriously, we have to now apologize to our viewers. I can imagine that something technically there's a glitch on the system. We're not getting to see the action as we speak. We are hoping that our technical and production staff can sort this one out.
Yeah, both benches looking keenly. Oh, that's a crunching one, isn't it?
Yeah, we still not seeing the action as well as we would have liked. And if you look at the spectators there, it's the Browns down. It's the Seaview Gardens team that looks really most happy. They're wearing blue, and if the color of the jerseys in the crowd is anything to go by, they liked that particular play. 13 minutes and 31 seconds gone, and hopefully now we can get to see some action on the park. Ball with the Seaview custodian now, Gary Hamilton, who holds it to his left, and hopefully things have been sorted out. Here's a nice ball up front, and chance for them to get this one inside the box. No, good defending coming from Brownstown. Ball given away. Oh, what a nice turn. Oh, Messias was brought down. Referee allowed the play here, and that could have been a sneaking header on from the back post. The referee allowed the play to go on after Messias thought he was fouled. And a nice whipping cross coming across to that far post. And Seaview Gardens just couldn't get the final header. Looks like the goalkeeper down. Here's the chance. That's Messias twisting and turning. I thought that he'd be a little bit disappointed not to get that call. And then Zenard Street just couldn't get the ball on target with that final touch. But CVO Gardens having at least a half an opportunity to get on the score sheet there tonight.
Yeah, and intent goes a far way. You want to put your goalkeeper, the opponent's goalkeeper, under immense pressure in situations like that, creating that uncertainty when you whip the ball back post. Sometimes he is blind to the attacker who is over his shoulder, and there, of course, it could have went south for Brownstown, but they weathered the storm there.
Right, so Damain Francis there, the goalkeeper, looks to be okay, and must feel a little bit lucky that Zenard Street just couldn't quite keep the shot on target. There you're seeing it, 15 minutes, just under 60 minutes played. This is the KSAFA Champions Final. And again, we apologize for some technical glitch, but we seem to have that one sorted out. And here's Hamilton, and he leaves it for Massad. Leaves it for Marsden rather. Here is CVO Garden with another threatening attacking move. Played all the way back.
Castle has been active up front for Seaview. He's at number 5. Speedy customer. So defenders will be on their toes when he's running into channels. It could be a real weapon for Seaview here this evening.
Yeah, Martha Grayson now looking for an option as to who he can throw the ball to for Brownstown. Wanting people to move. Calder now comes into position and goes back to Marsden. And a long ball downfield. The goalkeeper for Seaview, Gary Hamilton, just coming and ensuring that the danger, whatever there was in that long ball, is averted. It's going to be Brownstown over there, never throw this ball on the half of the net.
Yeah, you'd want to see these two teams, one of these teams, really impose themselves, especially in the middle of the park. We haven't seen much action there thus far, and it's all been direct attacks.
Marsden Gracie there trying to just worm his way down on the right hand side of the field for Brownstown. And that play was broken up. Pace of the game seems to have just stepped up a little bit in the last few minutes there tonight.
For sure.
Both teams going at it hard. And I wouldn't be surprised if the referee is forced to issue a yellow or two at some point.
I agree with you. It seems like Seaview has finally shown up. Earlier parts of this game, Brownstown was the one much more commanding start to the game, but Seaview have found their rhythm somewhat and have managed to keep Brownstown on the back foot thus far.
All right, so it's Seaview Gardens now with a free kick. And that one is lobbed up towards the box and cleared away. The game really playing at a rapid pace as both teams try to get the early goal. It's a foul. And now Brownstown will win for themselves a free kick well inside their own half.
Yeah, one thing I was particularly impressed with from Brownstown was when they went down a man, suffering that red card against Constant Spring.
Oh, there's an excellent ball in, but looks like Romario Kelly couldn't quite control, and he loses that opportunity to number 9. The ball is rolled away right towards Noel Walker for CV, and then this one is lobbed upfield. This kick by, is that Macias within this kick? Not sure what he's asking the referee for there. Found that difficult to control, and it's going to be a goal kick.
Puts his hand up in apology. Should have done better there, but the intent of the pass is giving his teammate the go ahead. That was my bad.
Yeah, both teams are really going hard at each other. Look at how quick they try to transition. Neither team is playing particularly patient football. Here is Brownstown. This is Nataf Tomlinson. And can't say here, Kimani, that we are seeing great football at the moment. Both teams, I think, being less patient than they have to be. Here's Damian Worms. Now to Calder. Worms beaten. And here's a ball. Head over to the left. This could be a chance. Headed on towards the goalkeeper. And well dealt with. In the end, Zanat Street, the man who missed an early opportunity earlier for CV Garden, was hovering dangerously close to the Brownstown goalkeeper.
Yeah, you mentioned it not being there's a chance might be offside Kelly. But you mentioned it not being pretty Orville. Coach Loftus did say sometimes you have to win ugly. And you know, speaking of coaches, Lance Da Costa is a man who understands that fully. Winning on penalties in that semi-final against Olympic Gardens to get here.
Well, neither team playing good football at the moment. Neither team is putting the ball down and play. Look at that. That was just a poor ball. And then here's a chance for Brownstown to muscle their way through. Player goes to ground. The referee says, is that well, he's not saying it's a penalty. He's pointing towards the goalkeeper. I thought for a minute that he was pointing at the spot, but he was just beckoning the medics on. We'll just take a look at what happened there on the replay. There it is. That's a ball just given away. And then here's the ball passed inside by Marsden. An opportunity here. Marsden coming and there goes down. I think the referee got that particularly right. Patrick Richards' challenge from Seaview was not sufficient for the referee to call a penalty on that, but it's a very physical game here.
Yeah, you see there how the perks of having a big number 9 can throw himself about Kelly, cause some issues, cause some uncertainty, mix up around there at the back between the centre back and the keeper. And Kelly almost got a toe to it. Indeed, in fact, I think he may have gotten a hand to it. That replay was what I thought it was.
All right, then. So the action will restart with a free kick to Seaview Gardens. That's a drop ball. And it will be Patrick Richards who just passes back to Hamilton, the goalkeeper. And here's Hamilton now will launch this one into the night sky at Constance Green. And the ball is headed on. They have to be careful here. And the ball booted the other direction. It's going to be a throw to Seaview Gardens. Well inside the Brownstown half. 0-0 the scoreline after 23 minutes.
Yeah, it's always difficult to defend those direct passes over the top. And especially when you don't have a commanding back line at times, it can be a tricky ask. Nonetheless, here Seaview looking to take that quick corner. Bit of issue here, but Brownstown through Carl Brown. He's been a rock at the back in both the semi-final and here today thus far. Yeah. Carl Campbell, that is, pardon me.
All right, so Seaview with a throw launched towards the box. And Martin Grace will recover and get the ball out of his own area for Brownstown. Seaview coming away with it now. This is Noel Walker. Not the greatest of passes from Noel Walker. It's going to be a Brownstown throw. Again, well inside their own half. The pass was intended for Malik Messias. Never really got the ball given away again. Ball in the middle of the park. I think that neither team has particularly settled, but the game is if there's one thing you have to say about the game at the moment, Kimani, is the energy levels of both teams. They are giving all they have at the moment. They are going down. That time was Ian Macias from CG Gardens. He looks to be okay as he gets up.
Yeah, it's always imperative that you give your all in a final.
Yeah, that was another poor pass, but it was given away to the opposition who will now get a throw.
Yeah, and I'm glad you mentioned giving your all, because oftentimes there's a misconception that giving your all just means running the hard yards. It also means being brave in possession.
Yeah, look at the level of tackling. The referee not happy. And I'm seeing a yellow card. The referee having a stern word, which looks to be the number 8 Macias of Alessandro Marsden. Let's take a look. The challenges are flying in thick and fast. And look at that. Yeah, Marsden really came in, and then almost in retaliation, Damian Worms, a little stamp of the boot there. So this is a hard-fought game. Both teams are trying. Here's a ball inside, and that's the first goal. Is it? Yes, it is. Brownstown has taken the lead. A ball coming inside the box. The CVO players seem to have fallen asleep defensively. And it's Brownstown who takes the lead. Now let's take a look at that. Here's the ball floated in by Collar. We already said that he'd be one of the danger people. Ball coming inside. Defense fell asleep. And then look at Damian Worms just getting the boot on it. And to give Brownstown the lead after just about 26 minutes. You can't say undeserved here, Kibani. But you'd have to say that wasn't the greatest defender. You have to give Worms credit for getting himself in the right place at the right time. Brownstown lead by 1 goal tonight.
Yeah, you mentioned Caldo. That's why you want your most creative players on the ball, because they have that eye for a pass. Beautiful, lofted pass over to the back post. Knocked back for Damian Worms just to worm his way into the box and slap that one home to send Brownstown 1-0 up.
And there's a little lulling play, not sure why. Maybe we could take the opportunity to look at that goal again. And the Brownstown players are celebrating. Look at Kelly, the big number 9, just having a word with the goal scorer Worms. There's a break in play. We're not sure why, but what we know is that after 27 minutes, it is Brownstown was taking the lead. They started busily, and you can't begrudge them the goal. He wants to start. That's Zenard Street for Seaview Gardens.
Not a good look here, though.
Not sure why we are not restarting.
Yeah, and it's not a good look that Worms is Street, that is at in the center circle by himself while his team was having a committee meeting. Not sure if there's some discord amongst them.
Not sure why we wouldn't be having a restart. Is somebody injured on the sideline? Well, yeah, the goalkeepers in this one are perennially going down.
Bit of mind games early.
Difficult to say, but we're not seeing the restart. And you know, we can't say exactly what is causing the delay. Well, we could say that the goalkeeper wasn't in the greatest of spirits. That is the man Francis of Brownstown that went down. His team is leading 1-0. And he's suggesting that he's ready to go.
I tell you what, Orville, he did something similar in the semi-final against Constant Spring. He actually went down quite a few times. Similar images as the ones we've just seen. So I'm not sure if he's just giving his team a bit of a breather or giving them some time for that early goal to sink in.
Yeah. Well, CVO Gardens will now have to claw their way back from behind. There's a player who has gone down, as I said. It's a very physical, and finally a yellow card. I said I wouldn't be surprised if more yellow cards flying. Here's the replay. Oh, come on, that is a crunching tackle. I think Terry Brown is the man who got that yellow card.
Ian Watson there trying to neatly use that touch to get around his defender, but ended up picking up a sore one. But as you said, Orville, the challenges are flying in, and one wouldn't hope that a red card might ruin this one.
Yeah, not surprised that a yellow card has already been handed out. It's been that kind of game, ball headed inside.
That's nasty.
And this now is another yellow card.
Calder there.
Who is it that at the receiving end? Is it the complaining number 8? Is it Martian who got that? But this game is, I don't know, it's a very physical start, which is disappointing because both these teams are decent ball-playing teams, but they are playing the final here with a lot of energy and gusto in the tackles. We'll take a look at the replay.
I think Calder there went for the acrobatic clearance.
Yeah. And then look at this. The back of the player. Look at the boot. Wow. Can we see that again? No, I've seen referee give red cards to those.
That's a dangerous one.
Yeah. Look at how high the boot is on this one. Header comes out. And they are tussling for it here. Look at Calder. And we're his boot went
right into the chin. Flush. That's a dangerous one.
I've seen referees give red cards for those. I like the fact that he didn't because Calder is one of the players that you want to see. Come on, guys. This is much too physical, much too rough. Here's a free kick, though, from just outside the box. Seaview with an opportunity to pull themselves level here.
Striking distance for any set piece specialist. Of course. Bypass this brownstone wall.
Okay. Brilliant effort. Well done by the goalkeeper. Oh, that was good.
Good save by Francis.
Trying to sneak towards the near post, which makes you wonder about the wall. That we'd like to see it again. But it's Brownstone with it.
It can be difficult for goalies when you ball is struck so venomously. Oh, we have a
goalkeeper almost embarrassing, finding himself in an embarrassing position well outside his own box.
Life of a modern keeper, was it? Yeah. A sweeper keeper.
Years ago, scored a Worms. And he's trying to win it, loses it though. And Brownstone with another opportunity. That's another, not the greatest of passes. And Messias, can he keep it in? No, he does. He got the ball off his man. And it's going to be a Seaview Gardens throw. That's Noel Walker, the number 3, who is going to be taking it. But just after 32 minutes, just under 33, here's a free kick. Yeah?
Hit down the middle.
Yeah, hit down the middle, well held. You could say that the goalkeeper was not the most difficult save, but you still have got to save them.
Yeah, and he could have been parried onto an opponent's boot. So the fact that he got it away safely.
Walker couldn't get the cross the way he wanted it, and now Brownstone will come away. Calder now boots it up long, hoping to get to. Is that Kelly over on that far side? No, it's the number 5, David Ryman, who was trying to get to the end of that.
Haven't seen much of Ryman in this game thus far. That right-hand side of the Brownstone team. Has it been clicking thus far?
Yeah. There's that chance for them to do something. Marklon Grace was trying to sneak up on the defender there in the white shirt, number 14 for Brownstone. There's a look at the crowd. And they seem in fairly contemplative mood at this point. As you see there, another team making a series of passes. It's almost like a ping pong game at the moment. Look at that, not well. Good control in the end by Seaview. That's at Noel Walker. This one long. Will the flag stay up for that? Yeah, it's an offside. And again, the referee taking the time to talk to another player. The referee has had a busy time of it this evening, you could say, Kiran.
Yeah, and that is to be expected, as I've been harking about. It's a final, and of course these teams want to impose themselves on each other, but you don't want to overdo it and possibly be sent.
There's an opportunity again. Goalkeeper finding himself in a good position. The header could have been from Malik Masasa trying to sneak it past the goalkeeper's near post. The goalkeeper very well positioned. Now here's a chance for Seaview to break down this right-hand side. Ball inside, not a bad ball. The goalkeeper came and collected well. Not a bad ball, but the goalkeeper stayed down. Well, no, he'll get up. That was a nice little ball inside. Get a look at the replay, not for this one. Here's the ball floated down. Here's the header straight to the goalkeeper. It was Lincoln Castle sneaking up out of the fence who got that shot straight to the path of the goalkeeper.
Yeah, Damain Francis, he's been called upon in the last 5 minutes twice, and he's been equal to both tasks. And for that through ball that was sprayed forward, he was alive to it, diagnosed the danger early, and he was off his line.
Yeah, Kelly not happy. He felt that while he was pressing, his other teammates were too far away from the play. Here's a coach that is not happy. His team 1-0 down at the moment.
Yeah, Coach Lacosta. I wonder what's in that backpack of his. I might assume that he put it down until the game is over, but he's still wearing it.
Yeah. Terry Brown, his pass was intercepted. Terry Brown playing on the right-hand side of the fence for Brownstown, the man in the big number 3. He will take the throw. And as you see there, 1-0 Brownstown leading. Here's Calder for Brownstown. Back to Terry Brown, who now boots long upfield. He was hoping to pick out Atlanta Marsden. Didn't quite get to Marsden, and now they're testing for it to hard work that time from California Brown for Seaview. And here's the ball straight over to the left. Can they get the cross inside? Yeah, cross didn't come. Looks to be Shamala Graham who couldn't quite get it inside that time. And now it's still Seaview.
Fanny Brown is growing into this game this year in number 10. Attack comes to an end.
Yeah, and Zenard Street very upset that the ball didn't come into the box so that he and the other blue shirts could have a chance. Spectators there not particularly happy. Still 1-0 after 38 minutes. Here's Brownstown who will start again on that right-hand side. Long ball upfield. Oh, that wasn't a bad effort at controlling that from Mark and Grace, but then loses it, gets it back. Oh, runs past his man, but that could be a foul, you know. Yeah, his shirt was tugged. And another opportunity for the referee to use his whistle. Here's the we'll show you the replay for that. So there was Marsden, got it back, wormed his way past. Look at the shirt tugging there. That could be another yellow card offense, you know.
It should be.
Should be. Yeah. So neither team is allowing the other team to play at all. It's been a game where the attacks are being broken up as soon as they start, legally or illegally. And again, the referee having a talking to. This time to Nataf Tomlinson. Not sure if it's something that Nataf Tomlinson said. But the referee has had his hands full here in this game. he's earned his money here, Kimani O'Sullivan.
Yes, he has.
And gave the goalkeeper some work to do.
Referees have been at the forefront of world football these days, Orville, especially in Europe. They've become the stars now, and sometimes the biggest villains. And in this case, the referee has been one of the heroes, if you ask me.
Yeah, he's been forced to do a lot, as both teams are really playing it rough. I get the feeling though that after maybe as the second half, hopefully the teams will settle down.
Yeah, you oftentimes get a chance to get your feedback in as a coach at halftime.
There's a ball that was mishit, going all the way deep in defense for CVU. Managed to keep it in play all the way back to their goalkeeper in Gary Hamilton. Starts the play immediately, and it is Javid Green who is trying to get it going. Another player is down. That's the goal scorer, Damien Worms, was holding on to the ankles, but he seems to be okay.
Neither team is too keen on playing out of the back, Orville, as modern football would demand.
Well, this one is lobbed up towards Kelly. Kelly there tussling with two defenders. Can he get the ball to his teammate Calder? Can't.
Great defending.
Yeah, that it was good defending. Without having to foul your man. This could be an opportunity though for CVU. That was just given away. Calder then up front. That was special. That we have to see again. Ball up front towards Kelly. Kelly won't get there. What a lovely piece of skill that time around.
You can tell which team is in the lead. Of course, Brownstown expressing themselves a little bit more now.
Oh, not the greatest of passes that time from California Brown. Allowed the defense to regroup. Oh, trying to be a little fancy there was Markham Gracie. Now look at this piece of skill, folks. Oh my God, that is as arrogant and as classic as it gets. That was Alandra Marzet. That is, can we say, the play of the game so far? Production, can we see that one more time? Brilliant piece of pie or pile, depending on which part of the country you are. But another player goes down, and unfortunately that has been the story of the first half so far.
Yeah, the crowd loves it.
It was absolutely brilliant from Marzet.
I can tell you, Orville, I've been on my fair share of those, and it's never good when you're on the end of it.
He did it with some arrogance as well, and oh, so cool.
It's quite a skill to have.
Okay, here's a free kick. Lobbed inside the box. Nobody's here to get to the end of it. Brownstown, though, can still keep it alive. No, they can't. And in the end, it's going to be a throw for Seaview, well inside their own half.
The more the game goes on like this, you can't help but think it suits Brownstown.
Ball given away. Here's an opportunity for Marsden again. We have already seen the tricks he has. And that's Ryman. Wasn't great.
Yeah, speculative effort there. And that's how you know a team is beginning to feel themselves, Orville. A bit of skill, a speculative effort from distance. And Brownstown is really playing with a bit more confidence now.
Yeah. All right, so this will come over towards Walker. Again, pass overhit. And both teams finding it a little difficult to get it to the man in the same color shirt, as they are wearing not the greatest passing game, but we have seen great skill, individual skill, but neither of the two teams are putting it down and passing, stringing too many passes together.
Yeah, it's easy to pinpoint the team that's trailing now. You think of Seaview and their inability to get the ball from the back.
Oh, this could be dangerous. Here's a chance for Marsden. Marsden beats his man. And here's the... that was a good attempt inside. Look at how Marsden beats his man and very, very casually just tries to tee up Kelly. He has some skill, you know, people. The number 8 for this Brownstown team. Look at this classic piece of skill. Look at Marsden in the number 8. He gets the ball here. And look at the defender. No, not there. You go one way, sneaks in a pass inside. Now that is high quality football talent. I like the look of him. We already saw that pile. We already saw that control. Got the defender for dead. And did that brilliant pass inside. Marsden looks to be some talent here.
Yeah, the Brownstown team they're filling up the highlight reel here. And that was almost a brilliant finish by Kelly, but a great save by the custodian in the Seaview goal. That's Hamilton. But you make mention of Marsden.
Give it to Marsden. That would be my plan if I were the coach. He's working magic at the moment. Good defending that though from Seaview. It was Calder. Poor pass. Didn't hit it the way he would have liked. And then the ball going the other way. This one, oh, that's a poor clearance. This could be dangerous. No, it isn't. It's cleared away. But look at neither team just putting it down. The ball's spending a lot of time in the air at the moment. Here is Seaview. Ball lobbed inside the box. Here's a chance, and the goalkeeper will dribble inside and pick it up. Ball floated inside, so the action is end to end. You can't say it's a drab affair here, Kimani. It's anything but that.
I agree with you, and the beauty of Route 1 football, playing it long and direct, you still have a chance. There's always a chance for a mistake to happen in the back line, and you get your forwards in and around that mistake to possibly latch on and get a goal. And this 1-0 lead is looking a bit frail, Orville.
Yeah, Lincoln Castle was going down that right-hand side when he was fouled just outside the box. Not going to be hitting it from here. That's Noel Walker who will be taking that free kick. And he'll be no doubt putting it towards the left of the box and hope his teammates can rush in. Oh, that's a poor attempt at a header. Clearly should have done better with that, and he knows it too. Oh, that was a delightful little cross inside. And look at this. Noel Walker here. Nice ball inside. A mistimed header. Went up a little bit too early. Looks to be Street. And Brownstown will come away with the clearance. 46 minutes played by the time we were seeing there on the clock. And we'll check to see how the referee having a look at his watch as well to see how many minutes will be added on. It's 1-0 in the final Brownstown. Goal courtesy of Damian Worms. All right, so with a halftime whistle just upon us, we will take a quick break, and then by you come back, and by the time we are back, we should be pretty close to halftime. Then so we'll just wait. Another player goes down. He's been a bustling player. That number 14, Martin Gracie. He's won for his team quite a few free kicks. After Tomlinson will take it. No, he walks away from it. He leaves it to Raheem Brown, the number 6. Well, no, Raheem Brown now leaves it for Nathan Tomlinson to take. To the far post, the goalkeeper comes and claims. Well done. He wants to start the play early. Oh, who was he passing that to? That's the halftime whistle. Brownstown 1. And that's Seaview Gardens 0. That's the halftime scoreline. Brownstown, the happier of the two teams without doubt. Kimani, how did you see that first half?
Much expected. Both teams unable to really get the ball down and play. You mentioned the challenges flying in, but the margins are still very fine in this one, and it's just a 1-0 lead. And of course, these two teams, they know what's at stake, so we're going to look for a much improved second half.
Yeah, the football at times was very physical. I don't think both teams will feel that they are playing their best football at the moment. But it's been a very exciting game, a game that both teams are giving it their absolute all. And at times in sports, you can't ask for more than that. Neither team is sitting back. Both teams are going hard at each other, not just metaphorically, but physically as well. And you can see how much winning this KSAFA Championship final means to both. As it turns out, Brownstown have taken the lead. Poor poor clearance, a ball floated inside the box. And as you so aptly described it, Kimani, Damian Worms wormed his way to the end of it and then slotted home. Halftime it is. We'll get a chance to look at some highlights in just a bit. All right, so we take a break, and when we come back, we'll give you the highlights back.
Once a month, you have the power to shape Jamaica's future. By paying your hard 3% contribution, you're not just contributing, you're investing in people, in skills, in our economy. Your hard contribution trains working-age Jamaicans, aligns programs with workforce needs, and secures our future. That's not just contribution, it's transformation. Contribute to heart and to your future.
Power in great moments. If you have financial needs, Chris and Charles will fix them for you. Power in great moments since 1992. Oh, we have it all. Power in great moments. Relax, you got Chris and Charles. Oh, we have it all. When you think alone, think Chris and Charles.
Every day starts with care. Care that's always close. Supermed Family of Pharmacies is where you go for everything you need. From your morning routine to life's biggest moments. Supermed Family of Pharmacies is always by your side. Whether it's prescriptions or household essentials, trust the care that's close to home. Super happy, super healthy, Supermed.
All right, then, welcome back to our coverage of the KSAFA Champions League, or the Championship Final. Almost said Champions League, but I'm sure our viewers will understand why that slip of the tongue. Brownstone are leading the contest by 1-0 in this final against Seaview Gardens for the championship game in the KSAFA final. The goal scorer was Damian Worms. Did it close to the half-an-hour mark. It has been a very physical encounter, but both teams giving their all. Here's a case where Seaview started sprightly. Goalkeeper there parried for Brownstown. And then both teams have had their opportunities. This was a chance for a shot, but the player went down. That's Malik Macias, taken to the ground, and then the cross coming in, and on the back post, Zenard Street just couldn't get his header on target. And then Calder with a lofted free kick inside the box. This is where the goal was scored. Look at how Worms just got himself in the right position and just finishing. The defender was nowhere near, and you can't leave a man that free inside the box. This was a free kick that was well saved, as both teams going in complete attack mode. Neither team was sitting back. This was a header onto the back post that time around, again from Street. And the action continued to be thick and fast. Here was an opportunity. Look at this now, where Malik Marsden got the ball inside with another brilliant piece of skill, and then a lofted free kick. I thought that Zenard Street would have seen quite a few chances missed. Now here's the stats. Seaview Gardens had 7 attempts. Brownstone had 5 shots on goal, 3 for Brownstown, 2 for Seaview. Seaview had 4 corners to Brownstown 1. Fouls, 16 fouls committed in that first half, 10 for Brownstown, 6 for Seaview. No offsides, 2 yellow cards, both going to Brownstown, no red cards, and I wouldn't rule that one out in what has been an ill-tempered affair. Ball possession, even at the moment, I described it at one point as almost a game of ping pong where the action was swinging from one side to the other. So in terms of possession, neither team you could say are dominating the possession over the other. But that very important statistic there, Kimani, 1 to the team playing with the white top, 0 to the team in blue.
Yeah, and the team in blue might feel like this should be 1-1 at least. They had quite a few chances coming via direct attacks. You mentioned that one at the back post. But nonetheless, Brownstown would be feeling the better of the two teams. And I'm sure Coach Loftus isn't too pleased that it's only 1-0 either, seeing that there's so much left for Brownstown in terms of leaving their dinner to be finished.
All right, so the teams are getting their last-minute instructions. We take the opportunity to grab another quick break. Come back with us for the second half.
Tune in to Lead Story, weekdays at 6 p.m. Hosted by Jody Ann Quarry.
Let's delve deep into the issues. We'll take you beneath the surface.
Greetings and salutations. My name is Orville Higgins, and it's another edition of Fan Central.
Talking to the people at the heart of the top sporting stories. Hear from your favorite sportsmen and women and the administrators who work tirelessly to make it all happen. It's live sports talk.
I've written an entire article.
Yeah.
Looking at all the major issues every Tuesday at 9 p.m. It's Fan Central.
Internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winford Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
Every dream conquered is another dream game. I land and I fly again like a jet plane. Headed straight in your direction. 'Cause I'm wiser, one step closer. I'm winning 'cause I work so hard. And the music keeps on playing, and the people that I say we are march up the dance. Oh, what a feeling! Don't stop dreaming. Keep on believing in the power of the feeling. Whatever you want, take a chance. Song in your heart, step in your dance. You got a spark, don't put it down. Shine your lights
Hi, I am Kendi Pang.
What a guan?
What a guan?
That a guan, pa.
What a guan? What a guan?
What a guan? Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 a.m., 1:30 p.m., and 10 p.m. on CVM TV.
That's a guan, pa. What a guan?
I'm me, the stylist, no scammer, no style me.
From the market to the farm to the office, money talk is everywhere. But are you making sense or nonsense? The Bank of Jamaica brings you common sense with BOJ. Real stories, real laughs, and real lessons to help you protect, grow, and manage your money. Mattress savings.
At least my mattress, no charge me to sleep on it.
Partner plan.
Remember last year we needed our payouts early? But Miss Pam gave it to her cousin first.
Or a sketchy loan flyer.
Electrifying deals.
See why making the right financial choices is pure common sense. Brought to you by Bank of Jamaica, empowering everyday Jamaicans one episode at a time.
Grandpa, it's 2026. You can't keep hiding all your money in every single pocket forever.
That a go on.
What a guan?
That a go on, pa.
What a guan? What a guan?
What a one! Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 a.m., 1:30 p.m., and 10 p.m. on CVM TV.
And that a go on, pa. What a go on?
Jamaica's newest and boldest football competition, the Popeyes Challenge Cup, rolls on with round 2 action Tuesday, May 19 from St. Elizabeth. Buoyed by a 2-0 opening round win over Wi-Fi United, Limehall of St. Anne look to eliminate Stets Elite Football Academy from St. Elizabeth. And Humble Lion enter the competition with the aim of knocking out their corporate area opponents, Medforest FC, with both teams in unfamiliar territory. It's round 2 of the Popeyes Challenge Cup. Humble Lion battle Medforest at 4:30 p.m. and Stets Elite FA take on Limehall in the feature at 7:45 p.m. Live on CVM TV. This is David versus Goliath. This is win or go home. This is the Popeyes Challenge Cup.
Tune in to Lead Story. Weekdays at 6 p.m. Hosted by Jody Ann Quarry.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winford Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
3 giants of the Premier League. Reigning champions Manchester City. Brilliant. Title challengers Arsenal. And perennial giants Chelsea. Your favorite Premier League teams right here on CVM TV. Missed an Arsenal match? Watch the rebroadcast on Arsenal TV. More of a Manchester City fan? No problem. Don't miss a beat with City TV. Supporter of Chelsea? Catch all things from the Blues on Chelsea TV. See it happen right here on CVM TV every Monday at 8 p.m.
It's a call to worship.
I won't let you go to the blessing. I won't let you go to the blessing.
National Workers' Week and Labor Day Church Service. Sunday, May 17, 10:30 a.m. at St. John's Methodist Church, 2 Duke Street, Montego Bay. And it will be live right here on CVM. Sunday, May 17, starting at 10:30 a.m. Let's come together.
Alrighty then, good evening and welcome to the second half. There you see the score line, 1-0 for Brownstone over Seaview. It's the KSAFA Championship final. And my name is Orville Higgins, working out with Kimani O'Sullivan. And what was an exciting first half. You can't blame the two teams for effort. And we're just about to see the kick-off before Kimani O'Sullivan tells what he will think the second half. There is the referee just restarting the second half, Kimani. From a purist point of view, the football has been competitive, but we want to see the two teams putting down the ball and just knocking it around. So.
Of course you'd want to see that, Orville. That's what we've grown accustomed to when we think about what quality football is. But in reality, these two teams could care less. They just want a result going their way, whether it be a scrappy one, or whether it be some moment of quality or brilliance from their attackers or their players. So I'm looking forward to seeing what the second half holds, and it's going to be a nip and tuck affair.
All right, then the second half has started, and if those 40-something seconds or anything to go by, both teams will be starting this second half as sprightly as they started the first. Of course, Seaview playing in blue, they are down 1-0, playing in blue, full blue that is, because the Brownstone team also wearing blue shorts. And that is the man going to ground. There is Lincoln Castle. He goes down, and it's going to be a free kick as Castle goes to the ground. The narrative continues of very physical play here by both teams.
Yeah, and you just think in physical duels and battles like
here's
this.
a replay as Calder. Well, no, you couldn't blame Calder for that. Well, maybe that part of it, where after the player went down, and a little tussle there, is getting into a little large badge between the two teams. I'd be very surprised, you know, Kimani, if at some point there is not a red card in this game.
Yeah, it's getting to that point. You can assume. But I was just making the point that in games like these, where fouls are being given away by the bunch,
I just watch as this free kick wasted effort.
Yeah, I was just about to mention set pieces and how crucial they might be in games like these, seeing that there are going to be a number of fouls given away. So, and both teams are blessed with enough firepower from set pieces to threaten.
We have seen 2 yellow cards both going to Brownstown players, although they are the ones leading. And I can guarantee that those will not be the 2 last ones we see. Here's a good ball bearing down. Here's an opportunity. Oh, that was not the greatest defending that time around. Looks to be Kelly, or was it Martin, just bearing down on the goalkeeper, Gary Hamilton. And now the ball going the other way. The goalkeeper has been forced to come out and clear. End-to-end action all the time here, Kimani. The ends are not over yet. Here's a chance for the ball to be squared inside. It is, and the goalkeeper in the nick of time, managing to do just well enough to parry the ball away. What a start to the second half here, and it's not over yet. Player just running into trouble. Bright start.
It has been, and Damian Francis, he's been getting in his steps now as a goalie. I mentioned him coming off his line earlier in that first half, and just like in the first half, it's a little bit of the same for him.
Lance Acosta, the coach of Seaview. Oh,
I'm sure it's Francis. Take your bets, or
yeah, he's down. Yeah, he's a little out of our shot at the moment, but you could bet that it is. Yeah, goalkeeper gone down.
Yeah, rightfully so.
He's holding on to. Is it his hip here?
Seems like it. Probably picked up a sore one in that last venture out of the box.
Yeah, so we've seen a fair share of Francis calling for the medics to go on. I don't think I've ever seen a sign that says medic before on the back of the shirt of the gentleman treating Francis. So he doesn't want you to be left in any doubt as to what his role is. Francis, if his face is anything to go by, he's not looking unduly perturbed. Well, yeah, here's a little grimace as he was trying to get it. Maybe I was being too hard on him. Held up by the man with the shirt that says medic.
No mistaking him.
No, you can't. And Francis seems to be okay, and we cannot get to the start. Still holding on to maybe a sore side at the moment. They're taking another look. It's still there, Francis. And here's the action about to start. To the left. Looks to be Tamale Grind that time. Loses it, was hoping to pick out the forward rushing Ian Messias. Couldn't get to him. Brownstown with an opportunity to make something. Can they get a second goal and put their hand even more firmly on the championship trophy? Or can Seaview find the equalizer? You can't bet against any of the results because both teams are sharing possession, as you saw, 50-50 in the first half. There's Calder downfield. Offside. In an attempt that he knew that he would have been in an offside position. That must have been worse.
Yeah, and you can see the instant Calder got that ball in the mid-pitch, he was looking to play an incisive pass into his attackers. He's been doing that all game.
Yeah, I think that if Brownstown are to continue to hold on to this lead and get more of it, then the number 7 Calder has got to be a little bit more involved. Referee just saying, wait, having a little chat again. How many times have we seen it? He's having a chat to Ryan Brown. And you could tell that Zenard Street, the number 20 from CVO Gardens, wasn't happy with something. They are again complaining. Are they having a little tussle with the coach? Difficult to say when we're not getting the sound. We're about to restart. The one thing that we can say here, though, Kiman, is that it has been an eventful game.
As it should, it's a final. That's what the neutrals at least came for. And for those who are supporting either side, it's nail-biting stuff. And stressful stuff at times as well.
Yeah. Again, the referee having a talk before the throw is taken. Can we count 8, 10 times where the referee has literally stopped the play to have a chat with team members on both sides?
I wonder if he's queuing up for a long throw. No, it goes line.
Here is a ball floated up towards the box and headed away. Up towards Street, goalkeeper drops it. A whistle on the play and cleared away by Brownstown.
Francis again.
Ball heading towards the flank. Not the greatest of movements that from looks to be Chamale Grind. Yeah, we have a substitute. Yeah, we're seeing the number 14 for Seaview. Stuff come on at the start of the second half. We didn't notice any changes. We'll tell you who that is in a little while. Seaview number 14. We'll tell you who he is in just a second while Brownstown. This one looped up towards Marsden, didn't quite get to him. So Daniel Lewis is the man on that left hand side that came on as a substitute. That was Ian Messias, the man in the shot there. So Daniel Lewis, the number 14, is as a substitute. He came on during the change was made during the interval.
Shaking things up a bit is Coach Lance Da Costa.
Shamal Grand spreads it to his left now. It goes all the way back to the keeper. He has to be careful. Now Seaview just trying to be a little bit more patient. Green. They're trying to pass it around. We haven't seen too much of that from either team. As the ball up to Messias.
That's what a halftime talk can do, Orville. It gets your team to calm down a bit and get back to what they're good at.
Fafana Brown passes it over to the right. At least I see the team down the strike. Certainly one of the teams just trying to put down and play. Then our Street up towards Green. Now it's put over there. We're hoping to pick out Romario Watson. He's been having a very quiet game. The man playing on that wide left-hand side of the field for CVO Gardens. Hasn't been involved in too much of the action.
It gets lonely on the wings when you're a wide player. Oftentimes want to drift infield to probably get involved.
There's a goal scored of Worms trying to bustle his way out of midfield. Well, he's gone the other way. Oh, and beating his man. This is Watson. Can Watson get it inside to anybody? Somebody. The goalkeeper comes and plays. And the keeper stays down. Watson's floated ball across. Wasn't sure what he was intending to do, but he was maybe trying to chip the goalkeeper to the far post, because that couldn't have been a cross. And we just have a look at that. His own teammate is livid. That was where the ball was giving away. Now look at Watson. Did very well, evaded the defender, and then look at this. What was this supposed to be? A cross or a little chip inside? You will tell me that. Was he trying to lob the goalkeeper? or was he trying to tee up his teammate Zenard Street?
I believe it was a lob past the street. Just judging by the glance to the back post and then subsequently the lob over the top, may have gotten a bit too much under it, and that led to it hanging in the air a bit longer than he would have liked, or at least for Street to latch on to it. But who was it? Who was there again? Camille Francis.
Yeah, he's had a good game. In fact, both goalkeepers you would have thought have had their work pretty much cut out. Long ball, 57 minutes gone, as you see there, 1 goal to 0 in the scoreline. Playing for the championship final at Constant Spring. And it's been a relatively easy game. Another whistle, another yellow card.
Tomlinson there. Seems like Tomlinson was the one there that committed the infraction.
We'll just take a look at that yellow card. Here was the incident.
Yeah. His leg there.
So another yellow card, and here is that CVM. Watson works his way through the middle and a ill-directed pass up front. Couldn't find Calfana Brown. There's Zenard Street running just out of your frame. He's had a busy game, if nothing else. And here is CVM now to clear their lines and try to go field. I like the fact that they're trying to put it down and play. The field is not the most conducive to that kind of football. A pitch that's looking a little more bumpy than I saw it last week. So it's not easy to put it down and play, as we're seeing a substitution in the background. There's a look at the faces looking at the game. But there's a substitution being made. And they'll tell you who. It's a little difficult to pick the numbers out from this distance. Brownstone will get one substitution in. Here's the cost of the coach. What must he be saying to himself?
I might get a few substitutions in if it continues like this. But as you mentioned, the build-up is improving for Seaview here. They're trying to actually play out, and I guess a bit of commentators cursed there. But you mentioned the pitch, Orville, and sometimes I wonder where I fall on the debate in terms of the pitch quality, or is it the quality of the players?
Sometimes it's a question of both. Here is Seaview with another attack. They have certainly looked a little bit better in terms of putting it around and passing it. That's an excellent control. Evades his man nicely, wants some assistance, gets it in the form of Macias. Macias gets away from his man, but then ended up losing it. And in the end, it's Seaview team that will get it back. Here they are. This could be another threatening move. Look how nicely they are playing. That's down towards Zenard Street again, but a little bit too long. Does he keep it in play? No. But you have to be impressed with how Seaview has started this second half.
Yeah, they've been bright. They've been better, especially coming down this left-hand side with Macias at left back. He's been cool and calm in build-up, and here they are again.
Yeah. Look at the quality of the passing. Here's Calfana Brown, goes to his right. Where was this football all along?
The magic of a half-time talk, or that's what you get when you get a bit of time to get stuck into your players as a coach. You remind them where they are and what they're here for, and we're seeing the fruits of it here.
Yeah, it's going to be Macias with the throw. He's been busy here in the second half. We're seeing where Javid Green having a little chat with the referee. Not quite sure what he's saying to him there. The referee wants, is it the assistants, the medics to come on? Yeah, goalkeeper down again. Is it? No, a player is down this time. The goalkeeper is well on his feet. Another time when the medics, this is the gentleman with medic on his back. Yeah, he's taking an opportunity to get some treatment in.
And I presume he'll be a bit more diligent with this one, seeing that it's the most creative player in Calder going down. But nothing a bit of magic spray can't fix, I presume.
Yeah, he seems to be okay, being held to his feet. Yeah, medic on the shirt.
He's been active too.
Yeah, it has been a very physical game. And so in case you missed it, folks, and wonder how Brownstown is leading, well, we'll show you how the goal came about. It was a ball floated over to the right-hand side and passed towards the middle of the goal. And there was the man, Damian Worms, just running in and slotting in. Completely unmarked in the 6-yard box. And is he happy or what? He knew that that was an important goal. In fact, that may be the goal that decides the contest. We are just waiting to see.
I wonder how much of Seaview's increased or improved build-up has to do with the substitution made at halftime. Maybe get a chance to get an extra ball handler on the pitch in the form of Lewis.
Yeah, Daniel Lewis has certainly made an impact at number 14. I agree with you, Kimani. He has just helped to stabilize the possession. And at the moment, you wouldn't rule out the possibility that CVU could come back and equalize. Referee still waiting and checking to see all is well. And then here's a restart. That's Richards, get the ball inside. That's going to be a corner. So CVU pressing really hard here, Kimani. They're passing around better at the back. They're running into positions better. They look at the moment like the more inspired team. Will they be able to score and capitalize on all this hard work, all this possession, all this better quality football?
Yeah, they well could. Maybe Coach Da Costa took out whatever was in his backpack and waved his magic wand over his team, maybe.
Here's a corner. Not a bad effort, but will be scrambled away in time.
Shouts for handball, they waved away by the referee. He says nothing in it.
Another whistle. And another free kick.
Yeah, I love the skill by Walker there. And you can just feel the momentum shifting in favor of Seaview now. They've enjoyed the majority of the possession. As you mentioned, Orville, about the increased build-up, increased quality in build-up.
Yeah, from the last 10 minutes we have been, well, here's a free kick. Floated inside and headed away. And Brownstown now, are they playing a little bit deeper deliberately in protecting that one goal? Could be dangerous. That was a cynical foul. And that's another yellow card.
Javed Green there, loose touch. And leaving one on the substitute, I believe he is, Maurice.
That's a substitute in the 15, is it?
Yes.
All right, so we'll tell you, look at this replay here. Ball controlled by Green. Man got away and Green with a very cynical foul. Now, not great. The number 15, the substitute, is Maurice Wilson for Brownstown. But that was a really cynical foul by Green, adding up to the number of yellow cards that the referee has had to be brandishing in this game.
Could have been a goal-saving foul, given the numbers Brownstown had going forward.
Yeah, maybe had to take that one for the team, as they say.
He's taking a few bumps now, Wilson, since coming on.
Oh, another whistle. And this time it goes towards Seaview again. Clearly now looking a better team here in the second half than they did in the first. They're trying to play some football. The game is still physical, mind you, but at least they're trying to pull a few strings and they're trying to be a lot more patient. Here's another build-up. Yeah, definitely trying to be a little bit more accurate with the passes and play a little bit more patient. It's a clearance game.
It's Wilson again. He took another bump, and it seems like the two substitutes collide. Or I believe that was Messias who clattered into Wilson. Messias.
Yeah, referee just having a chat with Messias, and let's just take another look at that. The substitute again. Wilson, and just running into his back there was Messias on Wilson. I don't think that there was too much ill intent. Both men were going for the ball, so yeah, that's fair enough. And Brownstone has to be careful here. The momentum, as you said, Kimani, is just shifting away from them. That didn't help.
Yeah, you just get the feeling that maybe Brownstone is trying to keep what they have. 1-0 lead is.
Brownstone against Consent Spring in the semi-final scored in minute number 9, and they held on to that lead until the end of the game.
Very capable. Very capable.
They are 1-0 here, around about close towards the half an hour mark. They are very well capable of managing to hold on to this lead, but at the moment you have to give Seaview credit. Look at the kind of football. Look how they are trying to knock it around. Good pass that. Well controlled by Javid Green. Some nice touches, nice moves. That one was a little directed and headed there and booted the other way. Kelly goes to ground. Wanted the call. The referee is he's writhing in agony there. Wow.
Seems like hit his head.
Wow. Is that blood on the arm? No. Is it? No. But he's taken a knock to his head. He's gone down as if he was shot. Now was this justified? Here's the ball looped up towards Kelly. Was there a clash of heads? Yes, there was. And he got the momentum from the defender on him. And he got the worst of it.
Yeah, that's a sore one.
Tamale Grime getting the header against him. Look at him. He's not a happy camper at the moment.
Yeah, the life of a traditional number 9. And that's how you make your money.
Yeah. A lot of that is out of frustration as well. He has been not allowed to have things his own way. There he is complaining. He has had precious little looks at goal. In fact, I don't think that he'd be particularly happy with the way he has played, but he's kept trying. And in the end, it's the clash between the traditional number 9 and the hard, nail-biting, no-nonsense central defender. Here's a goalkeeper coming, making no mistakes, was Francis.
Those always make for interesting battles, Orville. The hard-nosed number 9 against the physical.
Yeah, the physical central defender. Here is another time, another player goes to ground. So the game is now getting a little bit physical again. Most of it, though, we have to say is Brownstone, because Seaview at the moment is really just trying to knock it around and pass. Brownstone at the moment, you'd have to say, playing on the counter, not offering a lot in attack at the moment, as Seaview is trying to throw everything at them.
And that's the risk you run, trying to get back into the game. You find yourself pushing a few more players forward, and before you know it, Kelly is dropping off of the defensive line and starting a counter.
Would pass that, but couldn't outrun his man. That's the number 10 Kalfan. couldn't get by his man that time. Here's Seaview passing around at the back. This method of trying to be a little bit more patient has allowed them to have a little bit more control of the game in terms of possession. But when they launch it long like that, Humani, they are not exactly getting to the end of it.
Yeah, I agree with you. But it's been Javid Green. He's been in that midfield area for the majority of the game, but as you saw there, he's been dropping into the back line to collect, and that has aided in their build-up. He's a midfielder by trade, but has been deployed as a centre-back in few of their games in the past, so very capable of stepping into the back line.
Yeah, time going all the time. We're in the 73rd minute now. And again, it's Seaview who is trying to come away with it. Calder gets involved, but then couldn't keep possession. Nice football that by Seaview. It's going to be a whistle on the play. Number 6 for Seaview. We're just trying to work out what's his name on the score sheet. We're not seeing him, but we're working on it. So Seaview it is, who will start another attack. Again, the ball looped up towards the box, out onto the far right, squeezed inside, and a scrambled clearance. And it is the number 6 for Seaview is Michael Riley. He's come on, sneaked onto the field in the second half, but a corner kick to be taken. And is this the corner kick that could now get Seaview back into the contest? They are throwing numbers in the box. And here the ball is floated inside, and oh, what a save! What an absolutely brilliant save that was. Damian Francis has certainly earned his money. Corner kick coming in, and a point blank effort at goal. And we'll just take another look at that, folks. That was a glorious opportunity for Seaview to get one going. Here's the corner kick, floated over to the back post. The ball comes over, and Javid Green just couldn't get to the end of it. Look at that for goalkeeping. And he was hugged by his teammate to say, you saved us. But that was good goalkeeping.
Rightfully so. I mean, Francis, he's been active, but that set piece routine there, a carbon copy of that Seaview goal that was scored in that semi-final against Olympic Gardens. It was street as well, glancing header to that far post. But Damian Francis was up to the task. And
look at the quality of the football.
They've really improved Orville, and it's a sign of intent by the Seaview Gardens team. But from a Brownstown perspective, maybe a bit of alarm bells ringing now for them.
Is it unfair to say that Brownstown are clinging on at the moment? It's all the football being played by Seaview. Richards floats this one up towards the box. The goalkeeper allows it to run. They are certainly coming out and trying their very best to get the equalizer. If it doesn't come in this second half, then you can't say that they weren't trying.
Yeah, they're probing, they're searching, and you can't help but feel they're getting warmer.
Brownstown will want to launch an attack of their own. They're genuinely sitting deeper. And again, a little flustered, a little poor pass. Players not communicating, gives the ball away. Just another turnover. Brownstown just not looking like the team that they were. Another substitution to be made. And we'll tell you who that is in a little while. Substitution for Brownstown. And indeed is there a substitution. Also, we're seeing where Shamar, what's that? Shamar Walsh is coming on. Shamar Walsh is coming on for Seaview. You just say who's coming off or who's coming on.
Yeah, and it seems like Kelly has been substituted for Shamar Walsh. So the big number 9, Kelly.
Yeah, after that, he seems to have been in the war. So Shamar Walsh comes on. What number Shamar Walsh? Shamar Walsh is 16. What do you make of that change? Did Kelly earn his keep? Or you understand why they well, here's the ball inside. Oh, Francis in the way again, parries it out. The danger not clear yet. Oh, here's the volley. And in the end, the referee signals for a kick against the Seaview Gardens team. But again, Francis in the way. And if Brownstown can hang on to this lead, then Francis would have certainly earned his keep. Here's the ball inside, floated up towards the box. Look at Francis, he's in the thick of things. The header coming from Watson, not quite getting there. And here's another opportunity. Well, players colliding after the shot that time from Damian Worms. A little high, the boot. But it's all happening. Brownstown under the hammer here, Kimani Williams, and they have to be very, very careful. Trying to counter-attack with this. But in the end, all that has happened is a call against Brownstown.
Yeah, Orbit, and you were asking me about the change.
Yeah, taking out Kelly.
Yeah, it's an interesting one, I must confess. But as you saw earlier there, Seaview is still probing, and you just wonder if Brownstown, they just want a bit of mobility, a bit more mobility up front to possibly latch on to a few transition opportunities, seeing that Seaview is pressing so much and committing numbers forward. An extra runner would do you a world of good in situations like that.
Brownstown with a free kick pretty close to the halfway line. Can they get another one that would effectively see? That's a good ball. Oh, that was a nice ball. We'll tell you who that's in a moment. The substitution is coming thick and fast. We'll tell you the number 10 for Brownstown in just a bit.
Yeah, that's Javon Shepherd Orville. He is the number 10 for Brownstown.
Yeah, almost found himself there at the back of an interesting pass, but some tussling going on. And it goes inevitably to the very spirited CVMTV. Well, the linesman was pointing in one direction, the referee was suggesting the other. And he's not happy with it.
Yeah, Patrick Richards, he's telling them to make up your mind.
Yeah, he's saying the linesman says one thing, referee, why are you going the other way? But Patrick Richards must remember that it's the referee who has the whistle. The referee may well say, you play and allow me to referee the game. Ball swung inside by Worms, or not a bad effort, but headed away. Here's Calder. Calder has been a little bit quiet, do you think?
Yeah, he has. He's gone away in this second half, possibly due to the adjustments by Seaview. They've been packing the middle out of possession, but when in possession, they've been a bit more expansive, playing out.
Yeah, speaking of Calder, there he is making the pass down the left. Once the return ball, it won't come. It's moved towards the box. And here's a chance for Brownstown to get one back. It's the number 10 again. It's Javon Shepherd who's taken to ground. This could be an opportunity for Seaview to make a run. Zenard Street over on that far side. Can he muscle his way through? No.
Yeah, you feel like if Seaview will come back into this one, it's going to be some brilliance by Street.
Oh, look at that. Ball inside, and this could be,
Guess who? Guess who? He's been active, he's been alive. And that's how you command your box.
Yeah, he stands between Brownstown, you would think, and a goal. Sometimes it's just his brilliance that has kept his team leading by 1-0. excellent goalkeeping in this game.
That just does well for the confidence when your custodian can be so assured, so ready to answer the call.
Look at the kind of football that Javid Green, excellent control. Javid Green is dangerous in that left back position, overlaps really well. Look how he gets himself into great attacking position from that left back position. Can he get the cross in? Well, having praised him so much, he decides to let the commentator down. But he's been very busy down this left-hand side here, Kimani. You have to be impressed with him. There he is, playing in that left-back position, but he must have batteries inside of him because his energy level is out of this roof, is out of this world. Gone through the roof is the phrase I wanted. And he is, certainly in the second half, you'd have to say, one of the more impressive players.
100%. He's been growing into the game. He's been influencing it with, you mentioned his energy, as we see a few substitutions coming on here.
Number 15 for Seaview. We'll tell you who he is in a little bit.
He's, of course, the man they call Malik Jemison.
Malik Jemison.
Yeah.
And he's come on to see what difference he can make.
Yeah, Coach Lacosta not resting.
Worms, the goal scorer for Brownstown, makes a little pass down the flank and then gets inside for the return ball. This could be excellent. A little bit too far hit. And Javon Shepard, the substitute number 10. You like the fact that he's involved. He's been almost at the end of many passes from Brownstown here. But in the end, they can't find a way past.
Both goalies being called into action in the last 2 minutes or so.
And they've won themselves a free kick again. Seaview Gardens, 83 minutes on the clock. Brownstown still lead. But Seaview Gardens, they have had, they're throwing everything except the kitchen sink at this Brownstown team. They've won for themselves another free kick. Look how many blue shirts are hovering around the box as they're throwing people forward. Not a bad effort. And headed back towards the box. And this could be what works against them as another free kick.
Kick to the
While they are throwing people up front like that, Kimani O'Sullivan, they could leave themselves exposed. So they've got to be careful.
For sure, and Brownstown, I mentioned those substitutions that they made. They have a bit more mobility up front with the likes of Wilson and Walsh. So a bit more running power up front. So Seaview will have to be careful not to leave themselves exposed as they chase this much needed equalizer.
Yeah, and that is the man we were talking about, Javid Green, the left back in that number 13. He's not going to hit this goal directly, is he? Really?
He just might.
Yeah, he does. I'm not quite sure that was the wisest idea. He will get back the ball here. What will he do? Javid Green taken wide and in the end losing it. As Patrick Richards goes right. Ball's come back inside. We'll see the action continuing in a little bit. The number 11 for Seaview.
That's Tajay Cunningham, a wayward pass there. He's trying to switch the play, but would have been better suited to maybe taking that one in his under his control and turning and making something happen or keeping the play ticking over.
Yeah, so Seaview Gardens continue to trail. Brownstown holds the lead here in this KSAFA Championship final. And you feel that another goal could come in either direction, you feel. You feel that Seaview Gardens could get one because they are pressing and pressing hard. But because they are pressing so hard, Brownstown could catch them in transition and get them on the counter. But here they come again. Ball floated up towards the box or thrown towards the box. Headed away. It's another throw in enemy territory for Seaview Gardens.
Yeah, and you love to see a long throw here if they have the facilities for that, and I presume that's what's going to happen here.
Michael Riley get the ball inside, and could there be something? They are appealing for handball, the referee says. Not going to happen, not tonight. 86 minutes on. Or 86 minutes on. And Brownstown continues to cling on to this one day.
Yeah, running out of time, Seaview and Brownstown. I presume at some point we can look forward to Francis, the goalie, possibly milking the clock a bit. So look out for him going down anytime soon.
Yeah, goal was scored midway the first half by Damian Worms. He's the man where it's his goal that separates the two teams. Brownstown continues to go for it. Another whistle. Another time when the referee is called upon. Free kick taken quickly, ball floated up to Owen. It's heading towards the box, I think, right? Here's Brownstown. The referee will call. No, he allows the advantage. Oh, this is what you call kick and run from the substitute, number 10. That is Javon Shepherd. He didn't call that a dribble, he was just trying to kick past the man and then rely on speed. And not slow, but that was a little bit ambitious.
I agree with you, and that's what comes with the territory if you're considered fresh legs. And he was just stretching his legs there to no avail though.
Brownstown has given all they've got. They called outnumbered they are at the back. Here's a substitute with Shepherd. Ball is floated and they should have done better. They were outnumbered. They had the number advantage that time around.
Yeah, 4-on-1 there and couldn't make good of it. And here's a chance, Orville.
Yeah, good defending. Excellent defending, you have to say.
Carl Campbell.
Yeah, Carl Campbell has done well for much of the game. That sturdy central defender. Good defender.
Yeah, rock at the back. He did so in the semi-final against Constant Spring. He was a man mountain at the back, no nonsense, barely makes mistakes, and you need a defender like that to top off the fact that you have a goalkeeper who's been top notch in a game like this.
Yep, so Brownstown will try again. It is Shenry Scalder, who started so impressively in the middle of the park, has somehow faded, and maybe the fact that Brownstown can't find themselves too many goal scoring opportunities is partially due to the fact that Cargill is not having the best of second half.
Yeah, I agree with you, Orville. It's the pros and cons of having a player that is what many people consider a luxury player. When you're having the ball and monopolizing possession, you can see them. But when it comes to running the hard yards and getting stuck in, they tend to go away or to lessen their impact in that side of the game.
A short shot of Coach Loftus there. He wants this one badly. Look at the clock, 89 minutes gone, so...
Kitchen sink time?
Yeah. Could be hoping to see the fourth official putting up how many minutes minimum will be played in a little bit.
Look at Coach Acosta there. He's telling him that play it short. We want to play out.
And that's looks like another substitution. The number 12 for Brownstown will tell you who is in a little while.
Kasheem Harris comes on.
Kasheem Harris. Brownstown are clinging on to this 1-0 lead.
Another pair of fresh legs to offer some running power and some work rate as we try to see out a lead like this. And it must be said, Brownstown saw out a lead against Constant Spring down a man, so now they have their full complement, so one can presume that they might have enough to see this one through.
Yeah, I was at the game when they played Constant Spring with Bertus Bell, no less the coach of Constant Spring. They scored in the 9th or 10th minute of that game, lost a man about 5 minutes into the second half and held on. Here's the goalkeeper. And this is what we call desperation time. They said desperate times calls for desperate measures, and the goalkeeper finding himself almost at the halfway line that time and could have been found out. But at this stage of the game, it's anything goes.
Wonder how desperate measures How desperate.
Could this be an opportunity? No, the goalkeeper, Damian Francis. How much of a candidate for man of the match would you have him as, Kimani?
A high candidate. He'd be at the top of my list, I must confess. Initially, Calder was leading my race, but especially in this second half where Brownstown were under the cosh, Francis was one of their brightest sparks.
Well, what's happening here? The player went down, the referee was about to call the medics on. Then the player got up. But then because he went down and the referee had stopped the play, he will have to leave the field. Not sure that was the smartest thing to do.
Those things can be costly in games.
If you go down and the referee stops the game, then you can't attempt to get up after the referee indicates to the medics to come on. Because you now will have to come off. So temporarily, Brownstown is down a man. And the referee made us take a while to call him on. Now, when you're trying to defend a one in the lead, you want to have your full complement. Not sure that was the smartest play. Time running out. We've gone 2 minutes, 23 seconds of added or stoppage time. Brownstown will just want to keep possession. Can they catch? Oh, that was a poor pass.
Yeah, you mentioned them being down a man temporarily. They won't mind having done what we just mentioned in the semi-final, being down a man and seeing out a 1-0 lead. So Wilson will be with them in short order, I presume.
Yeah, desperate times. The ball looped inside or towards the box. And what will happen here? Oh, the defender turns. Oh, that was, in the end, you'd have to say effective defending. This is a chance for Brownstown to get away on the break. But again, illegal challenge, and I know that this would start to happen. Please, guys, don't. As if they're hearing me here, come on. You don't want it to end in another argy-bargy. It has been a hard-fought game. You wouldn't say a bad-tempered game. It's just two teams just going hard at each other. And we were 3.5 minutes in. The ball floated towards the box. They will allow the ball to run for a throw.
Look at Campbell there. Look at Campbell, as I said, he's organizing that back line, ensuring everybody is where they need to be.
The hard-working Javed Green will get the ball into or close towards the box. Will he shoot from here? For a minute it looked more threatening than it actually was. But then they are throwing everything at the goalkeeper. Damian Francis, you think though, Kimani will not be beaten from a distance like that.
No, a well-earned clean sheet if this result holds, and he might have been the difference along with that goal by Worms.
Yeah, 4 minutes plus. Can Brownstown get another one here? They have numbers to their advantage. That one down towards Macias can. Oh! That is it. That has put the icing on the cake. It is it Shepard? This substitute, is it? Yep. Or is it Shamar? What's the substitute? What we know for sure is that Brownstown has now put the matter completely beyond doubt. And one of two things had to happen. Either they conceded or with CVM throwing everything at it. Now here's the goal. Ball looped down. And the defense wasn't as effective as it should be. Ball spread out towards the number 16. That is Walsh.
Yeah.
He worked his way towards the goalkeeper. Got it in. Oh, it's not. It's the substitute Shepard. Yes, it was Shepard who managed to get behind. There he is. And that is why you bring on a substitute to make that kind of impact. And he has, I think, put the matter beyond doubt. The stuffing clearly now will be knocked out of CVM. Shepard, the substitute, coming on, slotting past the goalkeeper after a defensive error. It's all over by the shouting here.
And that's the knockout punch, or you can't help but think. But you know, cometh the hour, cometh the man. Brownstown, you mentioned CVM throwing players forward, and that's going to be it, Orville.
Yeah. Brownstown take a bow. Look at the celebration. And they've won the championship, the KSAFA championship final.
TV.
You can't say they didn't deserve it. They are an excellent team at withstanding pressure. Scored early, and you have to give Seaview Gardens credit. There's no shame in the game they played, certainly in the second half. Absolutely gave it everything they've got. But there's always a risk when you throw people forward like that. Being found out at the back, but in the end, they gave a good, honest, decent effort. Brownstown, you can't begrudge them, you can't say they didn't deserve the coach.
Yeah, you must marvel at the performances defensively over the last two games, the semi-final and then here today by this Brownstown team. A very resilient bunch led by their coach Loftus, who said sometimes you have to do the dirty things to win, whether it be sitting back and defending and waiting on the transition, or counter-pressing, winning it high and getting your opportunities that way. In the end, it was them sitting back, weathering the storm of the Seaview team and getting that all-important second goal to send them to the land they were trying to get to, which is the JFF second tier.
Yeah, they'll be heading towards tier 2 now. And as the spectators file out of Constant Spring, they would have seen a very entertaining football game. We'll take a look at the highlights soon, but this is what you want in a final, a very competitive game. I think the game improved in quality as the second half, as we got to the second half and as the game got deep. Seaview Gardens, you have to say they came out trying their absolute best. There was some highlights from the second half. Calder, for Brownstown, floated up one inside, the cross came in. Oh, this was a goal. Midway the first half. It's Damien Worms, and that in the end was the goal, the first goal. It was a free kick. Goalkeeper did well to parry that one. And as Seaview Gardens continued to make themselves as much of a nuisance as they couldn't find the back of the net, no matter how they tried. Seaview Gardens, and that is a candidate for man of the match for me, the goalkeeper, Damaine Francis. Really was like a wall. Look at that from Javid Green, and when the cross came across, Damon Francis was in the way again. More opportunities as Brownstown continued to kept in the game. This was the winning goal. Beat the man. He was looking to his left to make the pass, and I think the defender, look at he just looking to his left for a little bit there, didn't go. The defender Javid Green, I thought he was going to make the pass to the left, didn't close as well as he should. So that was some good football from the substitute Javon Shepherd. In the end, I think both the goalkeeper and the retreating Javid Green were a little bit tricked by that. It ended up as a high quality finish for a team that you'd have to say deserved every smile they're smiling, every celebrating they're doing now. Brownstown 2-0 winners. And look at the match stats. Seaview Gardens, because they were throwing everything at it, 9 attempts at goal. Brownstown with 5, or 9 attempts. Now shots on goal, Brownstown were a little bit more clinical when they had shots at goal. 3 that went on target. Seaview Gardens 3 as well. Interestingly enough, Seaview Gardens had 6 corners to Brownstown 1, which tells you a little bit about how they were pressing again. 18 fouls for Brownstown, 13 for Seaview. Offsides for a game that was so competitive. There was no offside against Brownstown because for much of the second half they were sitting back. Yellow cards, 5 of them in the end, and it could have been more. I think the referee, he had a great game, tried as hard as he could to allow the game to flow. And in the end, my prediction about red cards didn't materialize, thankfully. And the ball possession, Seaview Gardens, because of what they did in that second half, were on top in the ball possession stats, 57-43. In the end, we keep saying it, very competitive football game, got better in terms of quality as the game wore on, but in the end, congrats to Brownstown.
Yeah, you have to say congrats to Brownstown. Tough one for Seaview. They had their opportunities in that second half, and they were a team with a brilliant story, winning the Major League last year and trying to one-up that this year, but it wasn't meant to be because this Brownstown team led by Coach Loftus was too tough a cookie to crack.
All right, and I think they'll be lining up now for the presentation. And much of the crowd is lingering around. And yeah, we'll see that big green and white background being brought on. So you expect that the Ray and Nevia KSAFA Major League, I said Major League, it's the championship final. You expect the presentation in a minute now. And a jubilant Brownstown team will be there to collect their prize. Big up to Coach Lofters, a quality coach, and well deserved for his team, Brownstown, in the contest here.
Yeah, Coach Lofters is interesting character. I've spoken to him quite a few times. He's very intense. Comes from that Anthony Patrick coaching tree. Did some work with him at St. Catherine. That Catherine team that recently had persons dreaming when they went to that final of the Manning Cup recently, and Coach Lofters finds himself here at Brownstown now, and he's led them valiantly, led them with much gusto and just, charisma, and that came to the fore through his team.
All right, we're not quite to the end yet. I'm awaiting for my production team to tell us if we are going to be around for the presentation.
Shot of the trophy there, Orville.
Yeah,
would love to eventually be at a stage like this one day. Who knows, we might be coaching against each other one day.
No, I don't think I have the skill set to be a football coach. And
maybe the temperament. People have said you're a hothead when you're ready.
Well, we all have our moments.
Indeed.
Man, we all have our moments. But for now, we're just seeing the presentation, ceremony, awaiting. All right, so yeah, you're seeing the crowd, you're seeing the aftermath of the final, the championship final, and Brownstown are just milling around to collect their championship trophy. Alrighty then, so that is where we will leave it, folks. Thank you for being a part of our broadcast here, right here on CVM Television. In case you're just joining us, there's the scorecard. Brownstown 2, CVU 0. We enjoyed bringing the match to you. We had one or two glitches, but we're getting some good news that for the most part you enjoyed us bringing it to you. Thanks to the members of the production team. Thanks to you, Mr. Kimani O'Sullivan, first time working with the growing young prodigy in sports broadcasting here in Jamaica, and I'm sure we'll do it again at some point. For all of you viewers, thanks for staying with us, and pleasant viewing for the rest of the evening.
Every great project starts at Creative Building Finishes, Jamaica's only choice for the best tiles, best bathrooms, and best kitchens. Whether you're designing, building, renovating, or selecting materials for your next project, we offer exceptional quality, standout designs, and expert guidance you can trust. Visit our showroom in Kingston or Traxall, or explore full range online at www.creativebuildingfinishes.com. Creative Building Finishes, your beautiful finish begins here.
This week on Farming Forward, we're coming to you from, whoa, look at that, we're coming to you from Riverdale in St. Catherine, and we'll be talking to that young entrepreneur you just saw. He was picking breadfruits, but I can tell you about the chickens that he's been caring for all these years. He'll be talking to us about real yard chickens. Farming Forward.